taking on Radu Albot of Moldova. This is the fourth of 4 matches, and it will be fascinating to see Seb Korda. He is the reigning Australian Open Junior champion and the current world number 2 in the junior rankings. So he is a player with a very, very bright future at the age of 17, just recently, soon to be 18, I should say. He's 18 in a few days' time. Here's Radu Albot, making his debut here. And he's a player who's been around the tour for a while now. He's won a few challenger titles. And both players not wasting too much time. We have our last match of the day all set to get underway. Here is Ted Watts, our chair umpire, who will do the coin toss. All the formalities.
Guys in the truck, there's no one on camera 4 at the moment, because it's normally 9. I'm on 5.
Here we go.
Good this year. Not like normal, it's raining here. Yeah, for sure. You know what we're doing, guys? Two tie-break sets, and if you get a 1 set always, it's on wet match type. Head or tail, would you like to call?
Yeah, you can call.
Head's called. It's a towel, with Chris.
Oh, sir.
Silver.
Yeah.
Okay, good one.
So that was Radu Albot who won the toss and will serve first to get us underway. Confirmation of our last match of the day. The young American Sebastian Korda up against Radu Albot of Moldova. Here is Seb Korda, 6'4", statuesque at just the age of 17. He doesn't play a lot of grass court tennis. This, in fact, is his first ever grass court match at this sort of level. So it will be interesting to see if he can settle into it. He's been playing on the clay courts mostly in the last couple of months. Been playing a whole load of futures events, but of course the major thing for him, winning the Australian Open Juniors title. And he is the son of Petra Korda, the former Australian Open champion. Will he follow in his footsteps? We will see, time will tell. Here is Radu Albot, who does come into this with 1 grass court match under his belt already. He played over in Turkey at Antalya. Tried to make it through the qualifiers there, but lost out in the first qualifying round. He too doesn't play a huge amount of grass court tennis. This is just his 2nd match of the season on the grass courts. He plays predominantly on the hard and the clay. And it's not really been a great season for Radu Albot. He's found wins tough to come by. Current ranking of 92nd in the world. He has been a few places higher. He's been as high as 81st. Here is Ted Watts, the man in charge. It's been a lovely day. It really has been picture perfect. There's been a little bit of breeze, but I think the fans and the spectators here are pretty happy with that, really. It's made viewing very pleasant indeed. 25 degrees centigrade. It's been that sort of temperature for the last few hours. Time just about gone at 5 o'clock, so late afternoon drawing into early evening, and it's been a day for sunglasses, hats of all varieties. A day of high fashion and conversation. Always a wonderfully well-run event, this day 4 of 5 days. Final day tomorrow. And it is always interesting to see a young player who is the son or daughter of a player who's been so impressive. Petra Korda, the 1998 Australian Open champion, former world #2. They're doing a very good job there, replenishing the fridge. Yeah, good job. Ice cream time. And actually all of Petra Korda's children have gone on to be athletes. Both his daughters play golf professionally. And of course, Seb Korda is following very much in his footsteps in the tennis arena. Yeah, very wise. Get it on.
1 minute.
Yeah, looking forward to this one. It should be a cracker.
Gentlemen, this match of the winners will be played over 2 tie-break sets. In the 10-point match tie-break, with the score is 1 set all. Albot on the toss, and he elected to.
It's been some good matches today. We've seen Albert Ramos-Vignolas up against Marcus Willis. That was a close one. It did go the way of Ramos-Vignolas. Sam Querrey then safely through against Benoit Paire. And Stefanos Tsitsipas, we've just seen, get a first win of the week against James Ward. Well, will it be champagne or water? Ah, there we go, champagne. Good choice. Well, everyone's watching. It is a lovely evening. And just what this event is all about, really.
Serve for set.
Last match of the day, it is Radu Albot to get this one underway. Serving first.
Well. 15 all.
It's a good serve. Skids on through. Always a very big deal for a player to win a junior Grand Slam event, and Sebastian Korda, quite understandably, now has some eyes on him. And actually, if you were at the Boodles last year, you might have seen a then 17-year-old Sebastian hitting with some of the players before their matches. Just gets it.
30.
Well, he is coached by both his father and also the USTA coach, Dean Goldfein. He's a player with a few weapons to his game already. He's got a big serve. Very effective serve, actually. On to juice we go.
Radu Albot.
Yeah, decent serve into the body.
Juice.
Good catch.
Juice.
Yeah, just finding it tough to wriggle out of this game. Albot.
Radu Albot.
Yeah, doesn't get it. And Albot, well, it wasn't easy, but he comes through that service gate. First game on the board. Yeah, these two have, I'm sure, been warming up on the excellent practice facilities here. waiting for their opportunity. They were a not before 5 o'clock and they walked on well, just about 5:05, so all very much on schedule today. Here is the first look at the Seb Korda serve.
15 long.
And it is effective, and any 17-year-old with a serve like this will get results.
15 all.
His sister, Jessica, is a professional golfer who won the 2012 Australian Open when she was just 18, so very much a sporting family. And when Jessica did win that Australian Open at the age of 18, she became the 6th youngest winner in LPGA Tour history. And Sebastian's other sister, Nelly, also a professional golfer. 19 years of age.
15-40.
Break points here. And this Korda serve under pressure.
Ah. 30-40. Yes. Advantage for them. Juice.
Yeah, a couple of close games to kick things off.
What's up? What's up? Game, Korda.
And on to level terms. Sebastian Korda. Well, he was under some pressure in that game, but is able to find a way through. Looks relaxed. Yeah, that skidded on through, didn't it, onto the racket of Radu Albot. Not an easy one to control. Well, we are all on serve as Radu Albot seals the simplest service game so far and does lead the way. 2 games to 1. This is the last match of the day.
Time.
Yeah, there we go. Might just take a little while to warm up that serve. Rains it down at pace. It won't be the longest point, I don't think, with Sebastian Korda.
Serve. $30.50. $40.50.
Oh, superb. How good was that? Rapid. And the American 2 games all. Overcooks that. Don't think Korda's quite found the range yet on the ground strokes. Few too many gifts to Albot. Oh, that's close. It was called out, but I think the overrule there from the umpire. Ted Watts saying no, that's in. That's wonderfully done. Good finish. And Albot does get his nose back in front. It leads 3-2.
Done.
So far these two matching each other stride for stride as the evening draws on here in Stoke Park. Beautiful surroundings here. That's well finished, solid as a rock there. No mistake. Well, he just sensed the opportunity to come forward. I was not going to pass up that chance. Radu Albot, he would have seen his draw for Wimbledon earlier today. He's got a tough one up against Pablo Carrera Busta of Spain. Carrera Busta, the number 20 seed. So Albot will have it all to do. If he does get past Carrera Busta, well, it will be a matchup potentially with either Alyaz Bedene or Cameron Norrie. British interest there. Yeah, just about kept his footing. Sebastian Korda was slipping around at the back of the court. I think Albot just checking he's okay, his young opponent. Break points.
Oh. 30, 40.
And he's missed it. Well, it is the first break. We haven't seen too much separating these two, but that's exactly what Albot was looking for. He's got that break. 2-game cushion. And can he just pull away here? Solid start to this service game would help. That's exactly what he finds. He's very effective at the net. He just looks solid. Doesn't look as if there's too much in his technique to break down Radu Albot. That's a good position to be in. On it in a flash, pouncing on that return. Certainly not out of this first set by any means.
$30.50.
Well, it was a little bit of a sitting duck there, wasn't he, Albot?
30 all.
Ventured forward to the net without too much hope. Lots of space for Korda.
40-30.
That's a serve that's working out nicely for Albot. That serve out wide, and Korda's not quite getting across to it, not picking it. Go.
Yes. Korda.
First break point that Korda's had a look at.
That's
It's a super serve, just when he needed it. Second ace for Albot. Both players with 2 aces so far. That's a good serve into the body. Oh, well done. Great finish, and he skips away to his chair. That was very coolly done.
Time.
It's a nice time of evening. It's buzz about the place. It's a relaxed atmosphere right now. It is fairly windy though. It has been windy throughout the day. Something the players have had to deal with. Albot, one game away from sealing this first set. Can he do it on the quarter serve?
15 love. Very low.
Well finished off. And he will want to ensure that Albot has to close out this first set himself.
Yeah, Korda.
Over to you, Radu Albot. Can you close out this first set yourself?
Right. Yeah. Love. Out. 30-50.
He has just about done enough so far this first set to warrant his lead. Can he close out the job here? 2 points away. Set points. And out it goes. Well, that's a really good set of tennis, constructed by Radu Albot. He's the more experienced of the two players, and it was a very solid, secure set. And he safely chalks up the first set in not too much time at all, 6 games to 3. So it is the first set all wrapped up. Just the one break did it, but Albot was knocking on the door for breaks. He had 4 breakpoint opportunities and took one of them.
Time.
Yep.
Tip.
Step.
Long end goes down to the right. Second set.
So can Albot continue on his merry way?
Moving on. Thirty love.
That's nicely steered away. Just about lands on the line from Albot. Decent return. Yeah. Well, that's been the issue. Far too many errors on the ground strokes, particularly the forehand. I don't think he's quite got to grips with the court. Like I said, this is his first real grass court experience. That's a decent forehand. Just about lands on the baseline. And away that goes. First game does go the way of the 17-year-old American as he looks to try and claw this back. Has been a wonderful event so far this year. We've seen the likes of Alexander Zverev, Juan Martín del Potro, some of the biggest names in the game. Nick Kyrgios, Grigor Dimitrov, just to name a few.
All.
30-50.
Just being led off the hook far too often is Albot. Gets the quick error from Korda.
Net. Second set.
It's a nice touch, that. It's a clever shot because Korda's some way behind the baseline. He's nowhere near that.
Yay, Albot. 1 year more.
Quickly back onto level terms. 1 game all. He's really had a no-nonsense approach today, Radu Albot. And I think if he brings this standard of game, he will trouble Pablo Corona Busta, the number 20 seed, next week.
Lot 15.
Now that's when the serve looks so effective. Just makes that follow-up shot so much simpler. Oh, gets this one. Rains down the ace. Zips on through. Oh, wasn't the best of decisions, that.
30 all.
I think Korda just caught in a few minds there. It's a nice follow-up.
30.
And there we go. Rains down another. No problem at all behind the serve, and Korda leads 2-1.
Time. Low 15.
Oh dear, nowhere near.
For serve.
It's certainly an opportunity for Korda to break through this Albot serve for the first time. He's not really had a look in. Oh, he gets it. Wonderful hands. That was judged to perfection by Albot. Yeah, lands safely. But the double fault does bring up break points anyway for Korda. Yeah, that wasn't easy, not by any means. Very awkward that for Korda.
Game, Korda.
Well, it is broken.
He leads 3 games to 1.
And Sebastian Korda, 3-1 to the good. And can he now just pull away? Remember, if it is a set apiece, it will be a championship tiebreak to decide this one. First to 10. Yeah, well done. Saw a recent interview with Radu Albot towards the end of last year. He was asked what his goals for the rest of his career were. He said break into the top 50 and stay there for as long as possible. He's never been higher than 81 in the world, but he knows where he wants to go.
In
terms of Moldovan tennis, Albot has always been flying the flag. He's ticked off a number of tennis firsts for the country of Moldova, including feats like being the first Moldovan to win an ATP Challenger event. He's also the first Moldovan to play in the main draw of a Grand Slam. First Moldovan in the top 100, he's ticking them all off. So if you ever find yourself in a conversation down the pub about Moldovan celebrities, throw Radu Albot's name out there. That's a lovely strike. And actually, Moldova, while you're asking, is the least visited European country.
30, 40. Break the balls on the line. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, he's got this. Ace is given. And he's happy with it. And another.
Yes.
Ace number 7. Albot has had 6 break points to look at. He's only taken 1 of them. He will have another chance here. Can he make it 2 from 7? We'll have a look at a second serve there. It's well saved. He's very calm.
Yes.
For a young man of 17 years of age, makes it look very easy. 18 years old next week.
Advantage, Albot. Yes.
Oh, just missed it.
Advantage, Korda.
Yeah, it is out. Albot thought for a moment he'd got that, but he hasn't. That is certainly out. And Korda, he is pulling away in this second set. The young American, he's enjoying himself now. He does lead handsomely, 4 games to 1.
Time.
Yeah, it's not quite happening now, this second set for Albot. He actually said his favourite tournament is the Antalya Open in Turkey, which is played on the grass courts. Spent a lot of time there at the start of his career, playing for weeks on end. staying in the same hotel. He built up a real affinity with Antalya. Gets it. So he does feel fairly comfortable on the grass courts, but we are a long way from the Turkish grass courts here. Whipped away there. Oh,
30.
almost.
Forty, 50. Second serve. Oh! 40, 30.
Serve's just been off the mark slightly as this match has progressed for Albot. 2 double faults now. And easy does it. He keeps some semblance of pressure on the shoulders of Sebastian Korda in this second set, but in truth, the American is looking pretty comfortable in this second set. And looks intent on taking us to that championship tiebreak.
Oh! Oh! 15.
Oh, long rally. Not convinced by that.
Thirty, 50.
Oh, fantastic.
30 all.
It's a really solid looking backhand. Not much done there with the volley from Korda.
Forty, 30.
That is ace number 8 for Korda. Good return this time.
Yes.
Still going strong. That's a touch of class. That's a Korda special. Just look at this. He was making out as if he was going to hit the big forehand, but quickly at the last minute changed. All about changing the grip.
Yes.
Stayed very low there. Double fault. It is another break point here for Albot. He's not been clinical. He's 1 from 8 in terms of his break points. He needs to try and improve on that, but there is nothing to be done there. You can't even lay a racket on that.
Advantage, Albot. Yes.
Yeah, that break point stat is getting worse and worse for Radu Albot. 1 from 10 now. You have to give some credit to Korda, who's, when he's got back against the wall, finding big serves.
Advantage, Albot.
Double fault there, though. Oh, well, what happened there? 2 double faults seal the break, and it is handed on a silver platter there by the young American. And Radu Albot has a lifeline.
Time.
Four 3 down here. Albot does have the first set under his belt, though.
15 off.
Yeah, difficult to control that volley. It was fired back at him.
$30.50.
Oh, well, It stayed low there, and Radu Albot apologises. Barely flinched. Yeah, that's a very good service game. It's a loss of just 1 point. Well, has Korda got rid of all those double faults?
Love 15. All. Net, serve. That's
Oh.
30.
$15.30. Still having to contend with the blustery conditions here. It's actually got windier as the day's gone on. Oh dear. And, alarm bells ringing for Korda.
Out. 30, 40.
Well, he is taking it seriously here, Radu Albot. I think it's the completely right thing to do. He might not have much more grass court time before that first round at Wimbledon. It's out. It's excellent depth from Albot, and he's won 3 games in a row here. And suddenly he has the lead and will serve for the match. He is a set and 5-4 up, the Moldovan.
Time.
So can he close it out here? Radu Albot. It's been a close affair, this one. Just away. It wasn't a bad idea, that, from Korda, coming forward, trying to take the fight to the Moldovan. It's too good. Big serve, big forehand. Thank you very much. And Albot just 2 points away from a debut win.
$40-50.
And a couple of match points here. And that will do it. For both these players, it is a first ever match here at the Boodles. And it ends with victory for Radu Albot. The more experienced of the two. And Sebastian Korda, the 17-year-old. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of him. But it wasn't to be today. It is Radu Albot who gets it done in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4. It was a very good showing from Albot, and he just edged it really in every department. Well, aces actually Korda quite clearly edged that one, 9 compared to 2, but it was on the ground strokes, on the baseline battles that Albot just had his younger opponents. And it does round off the action from the Boodle today. Do join us for much, much more tomorrow. It is the last of the Boodles tomorrow, so you should be there. Bye for now.
Yeah, go set, Albot.
Out.
Yeah, set, Mac, Albot. 6-3 to 6-4.